Welcome to my channel. This is Great to Talk, and what I do here, I solve technical drawing problems and also provide very important information that you can make use of for you to have better performance in your technical drawing examinations. And we want to continue from where we stopped on the questions on orthographic projection problems. So we have answered question 1 to 20. So we are moving from question 21 to question 43. All right, so let's start. So here we have that use this figure below to answer questions 21 and 22. And question 21 here says that which of the following views represent the elevation of the block in the direction of arrow E? So this is the block, this is isometric block, and this is direction of the arrow. So looking at what we have here, we are going to see this surface. We see this surface, and then we also see this rectangle here. So coming down here, I'm looking at this option B. This option B is the correct answer because we have this shape, so which gives us this, and then we also have this rectangle here, so which is what we have up here, and this shape here is here as we have, so it is placed here, as you can see here. So option B is the correct answer to this question. Then we move to question 22, which says that which of the following views represent the plan of the block? Which of the following views represent the plan of the block? So for the plan of the block, we are going to see this rectangle, this rectangle, this rectangle, and this rectangle, including this rectangle here. So let me start from here. This rectangle and this rectangle, I'm taking option B. Option B is the answer. So we have this two rectangle, this rectangle, and this rectangle. Maybe it looks like a square. Then the middle rectangle here. So we have it here. And also this upper rectangle or this rectangle here. So we also have it here. But here we have a point here or a line under this that is hidden from us when we're looking at it from the top. So we have this short dashes line drawn here to show that that part is hidden from us. And then, so this part here that we have here is going to give us a small rectangle that we have here, or a small square that we have here, whatever it is. So option C is the correct answer to that question. So we have answered question 21, question 22. Now we move to question 23, and as we have here, where I find the missing end view of the drawing below. So they are talking about these diagrams that we have here, or the figures that we have here. So and okay, so what we have here, so this is the front elevation, this is the plan, and this is the end elevation. So it means that this drawing is made in first angle orthographic projection. As I said, this is the front elevation, this is the plan, and this is the end elevation. So the end elevation is not already drawn. They only give us a rectangle there, but some parts are missing, and that's what they want us to provide and choose the right answer from the options given to us here. So option E is the correct answer to this question. I know that. So by the time I'm looking at this object in this direction, for me to get this end elevation, that means this end elevation is the left end elevation as based on what we are given here in first angle projection. So at this point, I'm going to see a line. So a line, and that line is already drawn for us. That's there. And then at this point here, I'm going to see another line that will go in this direction, a thick line. And looking at option E, we have the first line, as I said, we have the second line. But at this point, we have a line that goes down, or a recess that goes down through the object, and that is going to be hidden from us when we are looking at the object in this direction. So that's why it is drawn with short dashes line to show that that part is hidden from us. So option E is the correct answer to this question. So we have answered question 23 now. Now we move to question 24, in which we have that in which of the boxes below will the plan appear when projecting in third angle projection, when projecting third angle and third angle projection. So they are talking about these boxes that we have here. So it is drawn in, the object is to be drawn in prepare the third angle projection. So when you draw in third angle projection, the plan is always above the front view. And as we are given here, this is the front view. So the plan is above the front view. So the plan will be drawn in this box here. The plan will be drawn in this box, and the end elevation can be this and can be this, depending on whatever we want to see. Okay, so the answer to this question is option B, which is true. Then we move to question 25. It says that the figure below is an isometric block. Which of the following options is the plan? So they're talking about this figure, and they want us to choose the plan out of what we have here. So for the plan of this figure, option B is the correct answer. I know. I'm going to see this rectangle, which is what we have here, and then this rectangle in the middle with this hole. So we have the rectangle in the middle and we have the hole in the middle. Then the last rectangle here will also be drawn. So that is what we have here. So option B is the correct answer to this question 25. So we have answered question 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Now let's move to question 26. Okay, so here we have that which of the following is the plan of the block whose views are drawn below? Which of the following is the plan of the block whose views are drawn below? Now, what you need to do here is to be able to visualize what the isometric block is, or you make a sketch of that isometric block. And what we are given here, you need to know that this is drawn, or these views are drawn in first angle orthographic projection. This is the front elevation, this is the plan as it is indicated here, and this is the end elevation. Now, so coming to what we have here, by the time I'm looking at this object from the top downward, I'm going to, there is a point here that is hidden from us. There is a line under here that is hidden from us. So that means we are going to have a short dashes line somewhere. Okay. Now, so looking at the options that we are given here, option C is the correct answer to the question, because because the hidden part is shown here, and at this point here, from here to here, though we have this point, so we have this point as it goes, so it goes in the form, in this form. Then at this point we are going to see a thick line, so which is the line that we have here. Then we have the line, so we are going to have a line like a rectangle as we have here in the middle. So option C is the correct answer to this question. So the plan is option C. Then we move to question 27, which says that the front and end elevation of a block are given below in third angle projection. Identify the plan from the options below. The front and end elevation of a block are given below in third angle projection. Identify the plan from the options below. So they are talking about this diagram that we have here. So they give us the front elevation, and they also give us the end elevation. So as indicated here, this is the front elevation and this is the plan. They want us to choose the plan, or this is the end elevation. They want us to choose the plan among what we have here. And looking at all the options that we have here, so option D is the correct answer to this question. Option D is the correct answer to this question. Just make a sketch of the isometric object or isometric view and be able to know that the answer is option D. Then we come to question 28, which says that which of the following is the front elevation of the block drawn below? So this is the block and the arrow is in this direction. So we are looking at the object in this direction. We have to choose the correct front elevation. So for the front elevation, I'm going to see this L shape, and I will see this rectangle, and then the hole will be hidden from me. And coming down here, looking at all the options that we have here, option E is the correct answer to the question, as we have the L shape, we have the rectangle, as I said, and then we have the hole to be hidden from us, drawn with short dashes line. So the answer is option E in that, for that question. Then we come to question 29, which says that identify the end elevation of the projection below. Now, what I will say here is for you to make the sketch of the isometric view of this object because without that, you may not be able to get the right answer. So make the sketch of the isometric view, or you should be able to visualize what the isometric view look like. So as for me, which I've done, I visualized it and I've sketched the isometric view, and I found that the correct answer here for the end elevation of this object is option B. So just do what I said you should do, and then you find out that this answer is the correct. The answer here, or option B, is the correct answer. Then move to question 30, which says that which of the following statement is not true about orthographic projection? Which of the following statement is not true about orthographic projection? Option A says that it describes the size of an object, and that is correct. That is correct. And option B says that objects are represented by 2 or 3 views. That is correct. If you look at all that we have gone through, you see that we have 2 views, we have 3 views. Okay, so that's correct. And question C says, option C says that principal planes of projection intersect at right angles. That is correct. And option D, projection lines are perpendicular to the planes. Yes, so the projection lines are perpendicular to both the vertical plane and horizontal plane. And then option E says that projectors are inclined to each other. Projectors are not inclined to each other. So the answer to this question, which is not true, is option E. The projectors are not inclined to each other. Okay, then move to question 31. Question 31 says that the isometric view of the object represented orthographically in figure 8 is, so they want us to choose the right isometric view of the object whose orthographic views are given here. And looking at these views are given in third angle projection. That means this is the plan, this is the front elevation, and this is the end elevation. So the answer to this question is option C. The answer to this question is option C. If you look at the the front elevation, so here we have this line and we have this rectangle. So this rectangle here is for this rectangle here is for this rectangle, and this surface and this surface, that the surfaces that we have here. Then for the end elevation, we have this L shape, which is this, and then we also have this right angle triangle, which is this one. So the answer to this question is option D. Now let's move to question 32 and 33, as we are told there that we have to use the pictorial view of the object shown in figure 9 to answer questions 32 and 33. So we are going to make use of this object or this object to answer question 32 and 33. So question 32 says that the correct view in direction of arrow S is, correct view in direction of arrow S is, so if you are looking at the object in this direction, you are going to see this shape and we're going to see this rectangle up here, but there'll be a part that is hidden from us, drawn with short dashes line in the orthographic view. So this part here, at this point, it will be hidden, it will be drawn with short dashes line. So looking at all the options that we have here, option C is the correct answer to this question. This shape that we have here, this shape is here as we have it here, and then so we have this rectangle like this, so which is the rectangle that is given here. And as I said, at this point here, by the time we are looking at this object in direction of arrow S, this part will be hidden from us and to be drawn with short dashes line, and as we have here, it is drawn with short dashes line. So option C is the correct answer to this question. Then we move to question 33. So we still need that object to choose the right answer in question 33. And the question says that the correct view in the direction of arrow T is, now in direction of arrow T, we are looking at the object in this direction, we are going to see this shape here, and we are going to see this L shape here. So what would be our answer here? So this is not correct, this is not correct, this is not correct. So option D is the correct answer to the question. Okay, then we move to question 34. So here we have that the sketch in figure 15 shows the symbol of third angle orthographic projection. Shows the symbol of third angle orthographic projection. Then move to question 35. So which says that the sketch in figure 3 shows 2 views of a block in third angle orthographic projection. Which of the following images represent Y? So So why is the plan? Why is the plan? So they want us to find the plan because this is the front elevation, this is the end elevation, as we are told that these views are given in third angle orthographic projection. So the answer to this question here is option C is the answer to the question. As I said, if you are not sure of this answer, make sure you draw the isometric view of the object, and by the time you have that, be able to choose the correct answer to the question. So we move to question 36, which says that the correct right end view of the orthographic projection shown in figure 4 is. Now, these views are given in first angle orthographic projection. We have the front view and we have the plan. So in first angle orthographic projection, the front view is always above the plan. So they want us to choose the end view of the object. They want us to choose the end view of the object. Okay, well, we are not told, okay, as we have here, so you didn't tell us whether it is right end elevation or left end elevation, but I'm going to just choose for left end elevation, which should be drawn on the right side. Okay, they said right end view, right end view. So right end view, that means we are looking at the object in this direction. I overlooked that. So they want us to choose the right end view here. So very, very important. So the object is being viewed in this direction and to be drawn on the left side. When we are looking at the object in this direction, so the right end view will be drawn on the left side here, around here. So we are going to have a rectangle on this part, and we're going to have a rectangle on this part. So two rectangles, one is above and one is down. So option A is the answer to this question. So then move to question 37. So in which we have that the sketch in figure 5 shows two views of a component. The correct view in direction of arrow P is, so we are looking at the object in this direction, and this is the front elevation, this is the plan. It means that these views are given in first angle orthographic projection. Now, if we are looking at this object in this direction, we are going to see a rectangle here. We have a rectangle in the middle here. We have a rectangle in the middle here. But the whole is going to be hidden from us, which should be drawn with short dashes line. So looking at all the options that we have here, so the answer to this question is option C is the answer to this question. As I said that, we are going to have one rectangle up here. Then we have the second rectangle in the middle. So second rectangle in the middle, and this hole is drawn with short dashes line, one here and one here. So option C is the answer to the question. Then we move to question 38, in which we have that the plan of the block shown in figure 8 is, so this is figure 8. So we want to see the plan of this object. So here we are going to have three rectangles, this rectangle, this rectangle, and this rectangle. So option C is the answer to this question. That's the plan of the block. Then we move to question 39. So before we can answer question 39 and 40, so we ask that figure 10 shows two views of a block. We are to use to answer question 39 and question 40. Now, this is the block. And as I said, you need to ask yourself, in what angle are these views given? But let's look at question 39 first, but we know what we are asked to do. Okay. Question 39 says that in what projection are the two views drawn? In what projection are the two views drawn? So the two views are drawn in third angle orthographic projection. Two views are drawn in third angle orthographic projection. And I know that it is drawn in third angle orthographic projection. Okay. Now, looking at all the options that we have here for question 40, in which we are told that we should choose the pictorial view of the block. So I think, okay, they said that the pictorial view of the block is shown in, so they want us to choose the pictorial view or the isometric view of the block. So option B is the answer to this question. So it answered that it answered that question of question 39, where we shows third angle projection. So looking at this view here, So this view that we have here on this part is what we have here. So, and this view, this is the right hand elevation, So in third angle projection, you draw it the way it looks here. So just place it on the right side. So the right hand elevation in third angle projection will be drawn on the right side, unlike that of the first angle that I explained, that the right hand elevation will be placed on the left side of the front elevation. So this is the front elevation here now. Now for the front elevation, we are going to see this rectangle here, and we have this rectangle here, so which we have here. So this rectangle, so the upper rectangle is what we have like this, and lower rectangle is the one that goes like this. So why? And then we are going to have at this point, we have a hidden line, so which should be drawn with short dashes line, and that's what we have here. So why for this square hole, it is for this line, short dashes line, and also for this short dashes line. So the answer to this question is option B. So that's question 40. Then we move to question 41. So in question 41, we have that figure 3 shows two views of a casting in third angle orthographic projection. So the end view X, it is drawn in third angle projection. This is the plan, and this is the front elevation. So they want us to complete this end view X. So for the end view X, we are going to have a line at this point. So the answer to this question is option so option A is the answer to the question. Okay. Yes, so option A is the answer to the question. I'm just looking at what they put here, because this line is not supposed to be a hidden line, it's supposed to be a thick line. That is a line at this point. I don't know why they put it there. So because of this point that we have here, we have a point here, and that line at this point we are not going to see. So that will be drawn with short dashes line, so which is correct. And then, so I don't know why they make this line short dashes line. I don't know why. So then the hole, so we have a hole here, so which should be drawn with short dashes line. We can't see it when we are looking at the object in this direction. So I'm taking option A as the answer to that question. Okay. Then we come to question 42, which says that figure 7 shows a casting in isometric projection. So the plan view of the casting is the answer to this question is also option A. So this rectangle is drawn here, and this rectangle here is drawn here, and then we are going to have short dashes line for this square hole that we have here. That is this line and this line. Then this is going to give us a small rectangle or a square, and that's what we have here. And the square hole that we have here, we already have it in the middle here. So that's the answer to the question. Now we come to question, that's option A is the answer to that question 42. Then we come to question 43, which says that which of the following views shows the plan of the object shown in figure 14? Now the answer to this question is option C is the answer to this question. So this square that we have here, this is it. And then this shape that goes like this, here we have it, and there's a rectangle here, so which is drawn here. So option C is the answer to question 43. So all you need to do, as I said, for you to be able to answer these questions as I've done here, is for you to practice. And when it's come to the conversion of isometric view to orthographic views, you need to get yourself accustomed to that, and you need to master it. And then when it's come to the conversion of isometric views to orthographic views, you also need to work that out. Or when it comes to conversion of orthographic views to isometric views, you need to learn how to do that very well. So it's very, very important for you to be able to answer questions like this. So all you need to do, as I said, practice, and when you practice, you become a master at this subject. This subject is simple. There is nothing hard about it. Thank you, and keep on practicing. Don't forget to subscribe, and God bless you.